Hey everyone, this is Nick with Vesper Hockey. Now I have a special merch unboxing courtesy of Vesper Hockey. We'll get to that in a little bit, but I wanted to first talk about how recently I eclipsed 100 subscribers, and that's pretty awesome. So I want to say thank you very much to those who've subscribed and those who've been keeping up with my channel. Thanks to everybody who's been commenting and sharing and just really supporting me as I take this on and have a really good time, and especially interacting with you and getting some feedback and learning more about hockey teams and hockey culture in general. It's been a great ride so far. I originally used this channel as sort of a creative outlet for me. I myself work in a semi-creative field, but I wanted to kind of do something on my own. And I usually have a project that I take on for a year or so. I've done that before. In college, I like wrote rap songs, and in a few years before I started the channel here, I was running a video games community. So this has been my project in recent times, and I'm hoping that that first and foremost it stays entertaining for me. It's fun, it's rewarding, and so the interactions with you definitely contributes to that. So I hope that we can continue to have fun conversations around hockey, and I hope that you enjoy the content that I'm able to put out in the near future. Speaking of which, I recently accepted a job and I just started this week. And so with that said, I'm not necessarily going to be able to commit exactly the same as I was in the past couple of months with uploading videos, twice a week. I think a couple times I had videos, produced for 3 slots, so a week out in advance. And so I'm going to be kind of determining like a new sort of strategy when producing content. So I'm not entirely sure what that's going to be. I really definitely want to continue my involvement with this channel and continue to create content and watch as much hockey as I can despite working. But yeah, I mean, it's been great so far. I'm gonna be in an adjustment phase with my job, but that actually makes my life even more exciting in that I have a way to make a living and obviously grow professionally, and then I have a way to express myself and do things my way and do that in the form of my channel. So when it comes to kind of the content of my channel, one thing that I want to definitely do in the future is take some more input as to your suggestions, ways that not only I can improve my kind of current content that I'm putting out in terms of oddball hockey topics and homebrewed statistical analyses, but also other topics that you'd like to see covered or covered differently. So one thing that I'm going to be continuing, it's something that I don't do quite as often, is I'm going to actually, document my hockey experiences. So if I go to games, documenting that, especially if I go on the road, if I go check out a new arena, if I go to an AHL game, maybe I live close to where the San Jose Barracuda play, which is where the Sharks play, but also, oh, train going by. But also, if I want to go out to Stockton and watch a game for the Stockton Heat, the Calgary Flames AHL affiliate. In November, I'll be going to Nashville, and I'll actually go to Bridgestone Arena, and it's great because I get to see the Preds host the Lightning, so I'm super excited about that. And so, yeah, I want to be able to provide different content experiences and take some input from you guys as well, so then that way, we get a sense of what content you'd be interested in, and then that way we keep things, a little unpredictable and a little more fun and varied on this channel. One thing that I also want to do is I want to find a way to do something just outside of my usual YouTube content. And I was lucky to have won a couple of contests through other personalities here in the YouTube community. So I'd won this Colorado Avalanche jersey from Hands Down Hockey, and I had won this Golden Knights puck signed by Cody Eakin from Louis of VGK Coverage. So and yeah, I won one more contest. I'll get to that in just a second. But I could go the route of hosting contests. That's one possible way. But I do have a couple other ideas that might actually be a little bit more, that might actually bring the community together even closer. I have a couple of ideas for that, but I don't want to commit to just sharing them just yet because I don't want to overcommit or overpromise. I hope you understand that, especially that now that I'm in a new job. But just definitely understand that I want to continue doing some of the work that I am here. One thing for sure that I will mention, I absolutely want to upgrade my setup here. So, I mean, it's already getting dark here. It's what, 6:20 Pacific time. And so I want to, install some better lighting and I definitely want to get a better camera. I'm sure that you appreciate the audio change that I made a couple months ago, switching to my I almost said microwave. Switching to my microphone. But yeah, overall, I want to increase my production quality. In terms of branding and getting kind of an intro and an outro and that sort of thing, I think that would kind of fall after I work on, lighting and camera. And my means for doing that will come more around the time of Black Friday because, good deals around that time. And by then I'll have settled into my job for a little bit too. So yeah, I have some of that vision sort of on the horizon, but again, I'm not ready to, set that in stone just yet. If you have any, suggestions for how I can kind of improve my production otherwise, let me know in the comments below. I'm doing this for fun, so I will always be kind of considering what my capabilities are and, my level of interest in engaging with those certain enhancements. But, I want to make sure that I'm somewhat on the right track with this too. Okay, that's all I wanted to share with regards to the channel. And again, thank you so much for making the channel what it is. I'm really happy to have drawn a following, and I really want to extend especially a big thank you to all the other YouTube personalities, the guys that I've worked with on other videos, those who I've joined in live streams. Thank you so much, guys. It's been absolutely wonderful just kind of learning the ropes from you and just getting to know other personalities and other people in the continent. And so that's been really neat, especially since I myself, I'm not really in a hockey crazy market, being in San Jose. It's not quite like being in the Northeast or in Canada. And so being able to meet people from those parts and from other parts too, from Vegas to Florida to, Pittsburgh and whatnot. So anyway, it's been a great journey so far, guys, and I'm looking forward to continuing it and celebrating any sort of achievements that we have on the way. Anyway, I could probably talk about that more, but I want to get to one thing. So this package here is from Kale, and Kale runs Vesper Hockey. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below and links to his Twitter and whatnot. So Vesper Hockey Kale has a huge jersey collection, and recently he cashed in on the Pro Hockey Life? I don't go there very often, but they had this crazy promo on Reebok jerseys, and so he bought a few, and one of them he wanted to give away on the channel because he just eclipsed over 200 subscribers. So way to go, Kale and Vesper Hockey. Excellent work there. Without further ado, I'm going to open this. I have no idea what jersey this is, so whatever it is, hey, it's just awesome to have been selected at random, of course. And Kale, thanks a lot for, giving back to your community. That's awesome. You're coming from Calgary, so just like Audie James, a couple of Calgary folks in that area. And yeah, this package made it to my place in like 4 days, which is super fast considering you have to go over the border and then you have to jump a time zone, go south quite a bit to my area. So anyway, thanks, Kale. This is amazing. I really am excited here. Oh my goodness. Now before I share any more about this, I will say this. I love collecting hockey jerseys. One thing that I never intended to do was to personally buy a jersey for a team that is a rival of mine or one that I'm currently not rooting for. So for, just full disclosure, right? When the Blackhawks were a dynasty and they were running over teams and they ran over my Sharks, I wouldn't have, if I were collecting jerseys back then, I wouldn't have bought a Blackhawks jersey. But now that, that's kind of dwindled a little bit, I'm like, okay, I can be cool with them. I have my usual rivals, right? In the 90s and in the early 2000s, the Dallas Stars were a huge rivalry. When we played the Pittsburgh Penguins in the Stanley Cup, that definitely, tightened the tensions between the Sharks and the Penguins. And oh my goodness. This has made its way to my collection. I am a San Jose Sharks fan. Oh, train, sorry about that. I live right by a train station, guys, so it gets really loud. Yeah, so this is actually in my collection now. And so I'm going to be a good sport, and I'm going to wear this jersey, not just to try on here, but also in other videos. So first of all, oh boy. Okay, so, woo. Oh my goodness, I'm doing this. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm really selling this too much. But yeah, putting on the jersey for your biggest rival, that's a statement for sure. Um, Nonetheless, this is a pretty cool jersey actually. I don't really like this on the home jerseys as much because it's a big white stripe and the silver. I think that doesn't really mix well. But the black with the silver looks really cool, and the crest here looks nice. I mean, the silver is really sparkly. The design of the actual crown turned out pretty good too, and then the overall striping is pretty solid here. And then you got this piping here that has remained consistent with the Kings' current Adidas jersey. And not to mention, I mean, Kale got a medium, and that's usually what I wear for Reebok, so that's even better. So I'm going to stand up so you can see how this looks. Hey, pretty cool. I think the Kings are Kale's second favorite team after the Rangers, so he must have been super stoked to send this jersey my way. Like I said, it's coming from a great source, and so I am going to honor it, and I'm going to respect it, and I'm going to happily wear it for my videos. And should I ever, I don't know, if for some reason the Ducks are a bigger rival than the Kings at one point, because that happens every couple of years. Who knows? Maybe I'd go down to Southern California, make the 5 or 6 hour drive, and maybe I'd go see the Kings versus the Ducks and wear a Kings jersey. This is a blank, so I could also order a customization for it, or get it like a custom kit and iron on some letters. I've done that before. So I mean, I could transform this into Kopitar. I could make this Doughty. I could make this, Adrian Kempe or Ilya Kovalchuk even. So yeah, I have some cool options. If you have any ideas for customization, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I could even make it Vesper Hockey on the back. That would be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? So anyway, thank you so much, Kale. This is terrific. Hey, this is the only way that you can get a rival into my collection. So I'm digging that. And yeah, I again thank you everybody, because you're watching this video. You've been with me here for a while, and I hope that we can continue that in the near future. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and for those who are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'm in the San Jose area, but I'm trying to cover the NHL in general and hockey culture with a little bit of special attention to the San Jose Sharks, Pacific Division, and whatnot. And we'll see exactly what my content publishing cadence is like in the near future after I get settled into work. But yeah, be sure to stay tuned for some more Twisted Wrister Hockey, because I'm not going away, and I hope you aren't either. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope to see you again soon. And go Key. I can't say it. It's tough. Go Kings, go. Okay, bye.